Yes, finally, NBA 2K23 is out. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been this excited for a 2K probably since like 2K17. But what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is drop a like on this video. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm telling you, we're gonna be having the craziest builds all year long. I've been messing with the builder for the past few hours. I'm really excited to show you guys these builds today. Now, what I want to do is show you guys this Giannis build, of course. It's kind of the signature build on the channel, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make it on current gen. I'm gonna show you how to make it on next gen, how I'm personally going to do it. And I also saw Shakedown post this, and he said that the builder kind of worked the same, and I'll kind of explain it how they're a little bit different along the way. Last thing I want you guys to comment: do you guys want to see more current gen? Do you want to see more next gen this year? I feel like the games are pretty similar, but I don't know, I haven't played too much. So as I'm showing you guys this build on current gen, make sure you're watching the whole video. I'm going to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to show you some gameplay clips, why I'm upgrading the mid-range, why I'm upgrading the three-pointer. Hopefully it starts to make a little bit of sense. So of course, for the Giannis build, we will be going power forward this year. It's still, in my opinion, from looking at it, the best one to do. You get like the most badge points and the best attributes. For the build this year, we are going 6'10", which is going to allow us to get the big man contact dunks, and I'll talk about it here in a second. We're gonna go 247 on the build with a 7'6" wingspan. Now, the thing is, I saw a lot of people talk about the max wingspan doesn't change your ball handle, which is true, but it also does affect a lot of other things like your driving dunk and still your three-point shot and your rebounding and all that kind of stuff like that. So I think 7'6" wingspan is kind of in the sweet spot, especially how we're gonna upgrade this build. Now, I know some of you current gen guys might be freaking out. We don't have pie charts this year, and this builder is kind of like the 2K21. It's a lot like 2K22 next gen. So if you haven't seen this before, I'm gonna break it down the best I can. You can see here, for example, on some badges like limitless takeoff, if I wanted to have that on Hall of Fame, I would have to have a 96 driving dunk, and it's taking up 8 badge points instead of 4 that it originally would. So you have to make sure you're upgrading this the way you want it. Like posterizer, you have to have a 99 driving dunk if you want that on Hall of Fame, which a lot of people won't. So I think gold is gonna be good there. But like I said, the badge points are a little bit different. So if you're used to current gen, I'm telling you, you're gonna have to watch this video because I'm gonna explain it the best I can. What 2K has aimed this year is trying to take away those insanely glitched builds from next gen, the demigod builds that can do everything, and they're trying to make it a little bit more balanced. Now, as we're going on, obviously people are gonna figure out what stats don't matter as much and which ones are more valuable, but you guys gotta take this into consideration. This is September 8th. I just had to check. It's September 8th. So this, as of right now, I think is going to be the Giannis build that I hopefully will be able to rock with all year long. So the way I'm going to be upgrading this, I think is going to be the best way to make this Giannis build as of right now. So we're going to go ahead and take the close shot all the way to a 70. And I also want you guys to comment down below. Maybe you mess with the builder a little bit. Maybe you try to make a Giannis build yourself and you realize that I messed up and maybe you should do this or do that. Definitely comment down below. But like I said, I spent like the past 3 hours just looking at this builder, and I think this is going to be the perfect way to use this Giannis build. So you can see our finishing stats are pretty solid. Big man contact dunks, the best contact dunks we can get right here. You only have to have a 92 driving dunk in order to get the best dunk packages again this year. I will say the driving layup is kind of iffy. Long athlete this year is no longer a 70 driving layup. If you guys want to go check out some of the other animations, you do have to have an 88 driving layup this year in order to get long athlete. And honestly, upgrading it that much, I don't know if it's really worth it. But this is where I wanted to show you guys some clips. What I'm going to be doing here is taking the mid-range to a 73, and I'm going to put our three-point shot to a 75. I know I've seen a lot of people complain that shooting is very difficult. What I ended up doing was going onto the roster, and I changed Giannis's animations. I put on a jump shot, which I will be showing you guys on my shorts channel here in a little while, that I put on the jump shot, and I was able to green very consistently. The only badges that I had on were that mid-range badge, and I had the hot spots, which I'll end up getting anyway, but I was able to green pretty consistently from the mid-range, from the three-point shot on Hall of Fame difficulty. So I'm not too worried about it. I think 75 is kind of that sweet spot again this year. Pass accuracy will take to a 62. I'm not too worried about that. I think the passes will be there anyway. We're not going to be throwing the craziest passes, but like I said, this year 2K is trying to take away from making those insanely demigod builds. So I don't know if we'll be able to have like the completely maxed out stats that we're used to. I did change a few things. This is what took the longest. I wanted to make sure I had a good defensive build. I don't know how much interior and all that will matter. I feel like after the past couple years, these are going to matter a lot more. So what I decided to do was take down a couple things in order to get a 74 perimeter, and my block shot's going to go to a 73. And I'll explain everything here in a second why I did this. We're going to take our defensive rebound to a 93, and then we're going to take our offensive rebound just to an 80. I think we'll be okay there. We'll be living good. Our speed is going to go to a 71, which if you guys are realizing, yes, on current gen, you do have to upgrade your physicals. It's been like on that, like on next gen the past couple years. But if you're new, like I said, current gen, you guys are getting a taste of how difficult these builders can really be. What I ended up wanting to do here was maxing our strength out to a 95. Now, this is where it gets a little bit different. I will say on next gen, I'm going to make this a little bit different. But I wanted to test out this bully badge in Hall of Fame. I know you guys are going to be interested in that. So the route that I'm going here on current gen, I'm going to have Hall of Fame bully. So I have to have a 95 strength. And that's going to take away a few of my badge points that I could allocate somewhere else. Because having a 95 strength, you have to pay for it, and it takes a lot of attributes. Like I said, for my next gen build, I will change it up a little bit, and you can do the same build on next gen that you can on current gen. And I'll kind of explain the differences between the two. The stamina we're going to take to an 83. Our vertical is going to be a 76, and you can see we have that 95 strength. The acceleration is pretty good, and we have a 71 speed. Now, from what I've heard, you can kind of get away with a little bit of a lower speed on a build like this, because 95 strength, you're going to be bullying people. You're going to be shoving them around. You're going to be able to finish around the rim. We have 95 strength, so that's like insane. Now I'm going to start showing you guys why I'm doing what I did. So for my driving dunk, I took it to a 93. You only have to have an 86 to get gold limitless. I think 93 is good. We get all the dunk packages. And also at 93 driving dunk, we get gold posterizer. So that's going to be 8 badges total right there. We're going to rock Hall of Fame bully, so that's going to be 15. Then we kind of do whatever else we want. If we want to go for a little bit of the standing dunk, we could put 3 on there. That'd be 18, maybe 1 for fearless, and I think we're looking pretty good. So 19 finishing badges. Looks pretty solid to me. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know I love having my mid-range and my 3-point upgrade on my Giannis build. I love testing the boundaries, and that's what we're doing here today. We have 15 shooting badges, and there's a lot of new badges this year, like Mini Magician, which is going to be super nice. The Mini Magician allows you to pull up from the mid-range very easily. You can see you have to have a 73 mid-range in order to get that. That's why I took it to a 73. So if they leave us open with hot spots, we're going to be knocked down. Another good badge like Claymore, if you're left wide open and you're just kind of staying there like a pick and pop, or maybe they're guarding the paint and not guarding you, Claymore is another good badge to have. Mixed catch and shoot and Claymore, I think you're looking pretty solid there as well. Got Limitless, and I will show you guys the takeovers you can use. Volume Shooter might be pretty good this year. Like I said, just having these shooting badges is going to be very good, especially for a build that can get crazy contact dunks and Hall of Fame bully. Now you might be thinking the playmaking is a little bit low, which it kind of is, but at the same time it's not. You guys got to remember, you're going to be able to get more badges throughout the year again this year. So quick first step, I decided to take the silver, and you guys can see you have to have a 77 ball handle in order to do that. So I think quick first step is the best that we can do. We're not going to get an 85 ball handle on this build. So we got quick first step. We've got only bronze handles for days, which isn't awful, to be honest with you, because to get gold, you have to have a 94 ball handle. That was just not happening. So that's 4 total. We're going to have unpluckable. That is going to be 7, and then we can either put like killer combos on or something like that. Last stats that we're going to be looking at is going to be the 20 Hall of Fame badges that we have right here. You can see we got rebound chaser on gold, which is good. To get Hall of Fame, you have to have either 99 defensive or 99 offensive. And of course, there's going to be people like that. But if you want to be versatile, you're going to have to make a build like this. You're not going to be able to get Hall of Fame everything this year. And this year as well, you have to be 6'9" or shorter to get clamps. So you won't have clamps if you're 6'10". But again, like I said, I want to make a Giannis build, so that's what we're going to do. Now you might be thinking, Dignified, you're insane. Why on earth do you only have the anchor badge? Is kind of like rim protector. Why do you only have that on bronze? I'm going to show you guys here in a second why I decided to upgrade this. You can see my block shot is a 73, which you guys might be thinking it's kind of strange. But now we're going to take a look at our takeover options, and we get rim protector takeover. So if you guys have been playing current gen and you're kind of new to the whole thing, you're going to be able to change your takeovers throughout the whole entire year. So if you wanted to play the ones court, maybe you just want to have rim protector takeover, that would be a good option to do. But you can have a primary and a secondary takeover. So we'll do slasher, and say like we wanted to play the ones court, we can do rim protector. Now I will show you, if you take your block shot down to a 71, which I had it at before, and I just kind of maxed out my stamina or something like that, you'll see the option we do not get rim protector takeover anymore. Want to make sure you have that 73 blocked so you can get rim protector takeover. That's going to help you out a lot more, especially since you don't have like the crazy anchor badge. Now, why do we have to keep getting glass cleaning finisher? Your guess is as good as mine, but this is going to be like the perfect Giannis build in my opinion. I want to show you guys this one more time. We'll go ahead and edit the build and just go through it once more. I feel like this is perfect. You guys let me know down below in the comment section though. Is there anything I should change to this build? But for how I want to play, like I'll be able to shoot the mid-range shot, I'll be able to dunk the basketball, I'll be able to play some defense. I think this looks pretty good. Now, like I said, we're going to be making a little bit of a different Giannis build over here on next gen. It's still going to be getting the job done. And like I mentioned, if you want to make this on current gen, I believe you could do it the exact same way. So this is how we're going to make it on next gen. Like I did say, we're going to make it a little bit different. Still going to be power forward, of course. But this is what it ends up being. Now, I didn't want to show you the whole process. You guys kind of understand. The thing that we did change here, though, was we have a 90 strength. Now, with 90 strength, we don't get Hall of Fame bully, but we still get it on gold, which I think is going to be pretty solid. But like I said, for those Hall of Fame badges this year, you really have to take down a lot of attributes. And I think gold is going to get the job done. But of course, you know, I wanted to test it on Hall of Fame. So on current gen, we'll have it on Hall of Fame. If you guys don't want it on Hall of Fame, you could probably put it to a 90 and get away with it like this. You can see as well, we only have a 71 mid-range. Now with 71 mid-range, you only get silver midi magician, which I don't think is that big of a deal. Everything else, you still get guard up, which is going to be able to make you guys shoot very consistently. So I think, you know, silver could get the job done. But on current gen, you know, I wanted to make sure I'm hitting those open shots. Now without having that crazy strength, we get a better block shot, a little bit better rebounding all around. So I think this build will probably get the job done a little bit better. The strength is still high, so you won't have a huge problem with that. The steal's a little bit better. We're still going to be able to get the good ball handle dribble moves. Like I said, we're still going to be able to get, quick first step. We'll have the same badges. Like I said, you can make this on current gen. So this is just another route. So this is what I'm thinking about making on next gen. Now for next gen, you do get the same takeovers, but there's different ones that have different things like interior badge drop. You guys know if you play next gen, this is how it works. I'm not going to explain it to you guys. I know my next gen guys understand that. Now, the one thing that is kind of cool, I wish this was on current gen. I love how they showed the shades of this year. And of course, you can't say it's a Giannis build. It's got the Giannis shades of, so that works out. We get Giannis, and it's still called a glass cleaning finisher. That's the only thing I don't like. Now, there's one thing I wanted to explain to you guys here. It's called core badges. Now, you get one core badge per category, so you can get a core badge for shooting, for finishing, for playmaking, for defense. But on next gen, you can see there's different tiers. So you guys can see I can't just spam tier 3 badges. You can see right there, it says you have to equip at least 10 points between tier 1 and tier 2. Now, the smart thing to do here for a core badge would be to do a core badge on what costs the most. Like if I wanted to do Hall of Fame bully, it costs like 7, I'm pretty sure, or gold bully costs 7. So I might want to make that a core badge, but we're gonna have to go ahead and see what we can do here in order to get it to tier 3. Now you can see we're in a little bit of a predicament. We have 7 badges left, and I still want to have posterizer and I want to have bully. Now what we're gonna be able to do here, now that we're at tier 3, you can see that gold posterizer costs 7 points. So if I wanted to do that, boom, we got it on 7, and we have no badge points left. But I still wanted to rock bully, but in order to do this, I can make it a core badge. You can see by pressing triangle, I can make this a core badge, and boom, I had that on. You get 1 core badge per category. So what I would recommend, if you guys have like a lot of badge points, to use what you want, and whatever costs the most, go ahead and make that a core badge. Hopefully, guys, that makes sense. You guys let me know what you're feeling about 2K23. I think it's going to be a fun year. Make sure what I would do too, if you guys are watching this far in the video, go ahead and just make like a random build. Go into the park, check out what kind of animations that you need, like per requirements for your attributes. I think I showed a pretty good example of that. But if you're taller than 6'10", you can only get certain jump shots, dribble moves. You guys know the whole ordeal. Again, if you guys did enjoy and you like these builds, go ahead and drop a like. But until next time, it's been your boy Dignified. I'm out. Peace.